Hello! You probably clicked on this video because you want to boost your SR, or maybe you're just looking for fresh perspective on this game. Good. Either way, you clicked on the right place. In fact, I just want to write down my vision of the schemes that I have formed for 6+ years of playing. I'd like to highlight things I consider important in this game for quick and easy progression. YouTube is already full of such a video. For example, A10 has a series of wonderful videos of this topic. Here I want to share my exclusive perspective. So let's begin. I want to introduce some concepts that we will have to work with. First, the heap. By heap I mean the team player positioning according to a certain logic, both within the team and within the map. The heap has several properties and concepts that are commonly used. For example, the concept of backline, frontline and damage direction. The next concept is wave. Heap communicate most often through the waves. While creating the script for this video, I learned that A10 make a similar analogy with the ebb and flow of the tides.
And lastly, ebb and flow.
I want you to think the wave as a compilation of all resources and advantages one heap has over another. These advantages can include ready abilities, cooldown, health, position of both heaps and individual players, the number of surviving players, and other variable. The last thing I want to define is a goal the group are trying to achieve. Drumroll, they must kill each other. But how? The answer is generally the same. Reach the enemy backline one way or another.
Oh, this is so nice. Chauffeur's chilling in spawn. So he's waiting here. We can sort of... I'm gonna call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh, makes me happy, and Chauffeur switches to the Widowmaker just...
The group is essentially Scalasaurus. From outside front line it's very durable beast, but once you get underneath it, it becomes very vulnerable. So the goal is to reach the enemy backline. After identifying this definition, I'll try to demonstrate my vision of the game by gradually introducing more and more variables. It all starts with the high theoretical abstractions. So let's imagine we don't have map. There isn't one, that's it. We have matrix, a blank slate. Here are two teams, two heaps. Team 1 on the left and team 2 on the right. In this simulation they're stuck together. That's the only thing they can do. Who will win? If everything is equal, it's just random. We can't know who will win because both sides has exactly the same resources. But if any player make a mistake or does just little more than other, that's it. A chain reaction starts, one team gets destroyed and build up like a snowball. Let's imagine both teams deal the same damage per second and heal the same amount. For example, a tank keep taking damage from enemy soldier and need a steady healing. That's exactly what Anna do. But if the enemy Widowmaker lands a headshot in the tank, Anna has to spend extra healing to keep him alive. That means she used up resources she can't use against the enemy team. So the other team's Anna now has an advantage. What happened next? Everyone panics, heal bars drop, they turn purple, Mercy stop boosting the soldier and switching to healing. The whole team hides behind the tank and focuses less on dealing damage. Things quickly go downhill. In the end, that one headshot from Widowmaker causes the team to lose. Remember, this is just simulation, but it's exactly how Overwatch works. This example demonstrates the damage resources, heal in action. It's one of the resources we can influence. Let's add another key variable, the map. I'm not talking about objective or capture point, I mean walls in 2D space. What happened in scenario described above? The team that lost resources because of tank mistake fall back behind those walls to recover. What does this mean? Essentially, the teams are trading positions for health, trading position for survive. Team 1 give up ground to buy time to heal and their wave back in fighting shape. Meanwhile, Team 2 gain more positional advantages, so their wave grows stronger. Position is probably the most important resources in this game. By understanding where each team is clustered, we can find weak spots, places we should push to easily reach the enemy backline. In this example, we introduce another resources that shapes the wave, positioning. By losing or taking specific positions, we directly increase our chances of winning the fight through the wave. Great. Now let's move from 2D into 3D space. Conceptually, nothing really changed, except for one extra aspect of positioning: high ground. High ground is just another kind of position worth fighting for, but it has the highest priority. Often, if you control the high ground, you already won. You must understand this while playing, because high ground gives several advantages. It's easy to retreat to safety, you have better vision, you win more duels, since it's harder the enemy below to aim and see clearly when shooting upward. Great, we're almost designed Overwatch as we know it. All that left are the objectives. In an ideal world, adding an objective wouldn't change much, except for the key thing. Objectives are the actual goal of every Overwatch match. In theory, the two heaps could stand completely separate and ignore the objective, but that's not how the game works. By interacting with objective, pushing, defending or contesting it, you force the enemy to fight on your specific position. That's how you create opportunities to gain an advantage. So, what have we learned by moving from pure abstraction to the real game? To win, you need to watch resources that directly affect the wave one of the heaps is building. Control those resources, and you control the outcome of the fight. So, here where I'm going with all this. I believe every game is really about solving a small puzzle. You're given a set variable, and your job is to figure it out the right combination to win.